Welcome to the second last episode of this season. Prosperity as Peace, Redefining Success Through Sufficiency and Soul. This is a slow episode, and I invite you to let what I am sharing here land in your body. Let it land. Prosperity as peace, rooted in sufficiency and enoughness. You are enough, and you have more than enough resources available to you. You can create the nervous system safety to build your wildest dreams and prosperity. Allow this episode to spaciously land in your body and your heart. This is rich and nourishing, so open your heart to receive it. Prosperity is not loud. It doesn't shout, it doesn't rush or prove itself. At some point in a woman's life, success stops being about doing more and starts being about no longer allowing the things that have us feel less than. This episode is an invitation to redefine prosperity, not as accumulation, not as constant expansion, but as peace in the body while your soul is expressed in the world and you have all you need physically, materially, emotionally, relationally, mentally, and spiritually. As a human living their life and dreams on purpose and to their fullest. My definition of prosperity and the ground that I stand on is living the dream of happiness plus money plus sustainability. It's not either or, not either happiness or money, but both and. Both anchored in sustainability, not cycles of feast or famine, not one without the others, not money at the cost of the nervous system, not happiness that collapses when reality hits, not sustainability that requires self-abandonment. No way. Soul health success is self-actualization of who you truly are, what you came here for, and what you were born to do. It is the lived expression of your divine gifts and potential to win big and do good in life without burning out, shrinking, or disappearing. Sufficiency is where this all becomes possible. Take that in. Sufficiency is not about having less. No way. It is about healing what was wounded early and empowering the part of you that never got to fully self-express. That is the part of you that learned to survive instead of thrive, to shrink instead of shine, that learned to carry instead of receive, that learned to perform instead of rest in truth. Now let's talk about the soul map context and why this matters. In my work and book, From Dreaming to Done, this is the layer where healing and empowerment happens to create sufficiency. And sufficiency lives in layer 4 of the soul map spiral, which is the preservation chamber. The preservation chamber is your emotional root system, and it's also where the nervous system shifts from proving to trusting, from bracing to receiving, from surviving to fully self-expressing. Without this layer, prosperity will always feel fragile. Success will always feel conditional. Dreams will always feel heavy instead of alive. And isn't that what we want? We want to feel alive in our life and our dreams. The core inquiry of this topic today is about exploring the following. If prosperity is peace, then why do so many capable, heart-led women feel a certain way? Stuck in insufficiency, trapped in inner fight instead of calm, unable to move forward on their dreams, disconnected from their soul, their essence, and their heart. Because there are 4 core resistances that keep sufficiency offline. They don't look dramatic, they look normal, and they quietly drain life force, energy, and joy. The 4 areas that keep you stuck in insufficiency show up as resistance in the body, not just mindset. Resistance number 1. Refusing to recognize pain in the body as a message. Pain in the body, physical or emotional. It's not an inconvenience, it's communication. When pain is ignored, minimized, or overridden, the body doesn't have a choice but to tighten. Intuition will go quiet. Prosperity feels unsafe. Be it happiness, money, or sustainability, it doesn't matter. Pain is often the soul saying, something is misaligned, something needs care. Prosperity as peace begins when pain is listened to, not ignored or pushed down. Resistance, layer number 2. Refusing to forgive or misunderstanding forgiveness altogether. Forgiveness is not approval. It is not reconciliation. It is not forgetting. Forgiveness is releasing yourself from the energetic contract that binds you to the past. When forgiveness is withheld, energy stays entangled, the nervous system stays vigilant, and sufficiency cannot land. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself and your body, not a favor to someone else. No way. Resistance, layer number 3. Spinning in resistance instead of moving you forward. Resentment feels justified, yes, but it keeps you trapped in the drama triangle. Victim, perpetrator, fixer, rescuer. Not a fun place to be. And even though it's not a fun place to be, this triangle is actually addictive. And that's why I call it the condition of the human soap opera. It provides identity, meaning, and motion. Of course, lots of drama, and sometimes people are addicted to drama, right? But it definitely doesn't provide peace. As long as resentment fuels your movement, you may be busy, but you are not free, and you are not peaceful. Prosperity requires opting out of drama as a source of energy, opting out of the roles of victim, perpetrator, or fixer, and stepping into the identity of creator of your destiny. Layer 4 of resistance. Giving up on yourself and your dream. When pain is ignored, forgiveness is resisted, and resentment keeps cycling. Eventually, something breaks, not loudly, but quietly. You stop believing your dream is possible. You stop trusting your timing. You disconnect from your soul to cope. And this is not failure, it's exhaustion. And it is reversible. What if following your dreams and actually finishing them reveals your destiny, who you truly are, why you are here, and what you were born to do? So let's talk about what's the reframe? What changes everything? Prosperity, or your dream, does not arrive through force. It arrives through safety. When the body feels safe, dreams regain momentum. Creativity returns. You take a breath, and money stabilizes. Peace becomes the baseline. Sufficiency is the nervous system knowing I don't have to abandon myself to succeed. Let this land. Let it integrate. Prosperity is not what you build next. It is what you can hold now without collapsing, overfunctioning, or disappearing. If you want to increase your prosperity, your money, your happiness, your sustainability, you need to increase what your nervous system, your body can hold. Peace then does not become the reward for success. It is literally the foundation of success. If something in this episode softened you or named what you've been carrying, trust that. There's no rush, only timing. And timing lives in the body. If your body feels the need to land before the new year begins, root to rise is where that happens. This is the moment where insight either integrates or remains unfinished. The Root to Rise Soul Art Ascension journey exists because peaceful prosperity isn't a mindset, it's a regulated body. If your body is ready to close this year consciously, Root to Rise is open. You can find the details through the link in the show notes. Sit with it, sit with your body, and join me if it calls you. On December 21st, the winter solstice, I will publish the final episode of this season, a completion ceremony honoring layer 7 of the soul map spiral. Integration done. Until then, enjoy harvesting what you've already grown.